Okay, welcome back if you're not new, and welcome if you're new. I should probably start it here actually. Welcome if you're new, and welcome back if you're not new. I'm drawing again on this little A3 paper here, and that's because I wanted to make another real-time drawing video, and I was like, I just made a sketchbook video and I don't really want to do that again. So since you guys liked it so much the last time I did this, I'll do it again. So I'll just be drawing and talking as always. And I actually have a first story to share with you, and it happened yesterday. Yesterday of this recording, it happened. I broke my bike lock. Well, I didn't break it. I just happened to break whilst I was using it. Or I had to use it. So I work on an island, a little island. So it's only about 10 kilometers. I don't know how much that. I don't know how much that is in miles, but it's not very long. And when I got to the island, I have my bike right at the harbor, which means I can just take my bike and ride. Well, of course it's locked, and the problem is the lock had gotten so much water that it was rusted inside. Like the bike was completely the bike lock was completely fucked. And I was like, shit, what do I do? And I was like, turning it one way, doing nothing, turning it the other way, doing nothing. Then I was trying to pull it out again, but I couldn't get the key out. I was like, shit. And we were standing there. We had half an hour before I had to get to work, which is about 5 kilometers away. So I was panicking a bit, you know. I had a bit of a panic on, because at the same time, I knew I could get picked up by my boss, but it's just so stupid. And the moment I just called up my boss, sent him the picture of the key and the bike lock, and he was like, damn, I'll pick you up. So I got picked up and I got to work, and it was all good. But still, how did I break my bike lock, man? I was just trying to get to work. And yeah. This face is a bit funky. But it's gonna be great. Also, in other things, I have a fun video coming out, which is still art, and it's still gonna be me, but it's gonna be a little less painting and drawing, and more carpenting and creating. It's because I found an old, what would you call it in English? I found an old, what is it? It's not a table. It's a very little table, which is I just completely lost the word in English. I know what it's called in Danish, but that won't help anyone. But yeah, I have a little wooden table thing for a nightstand. You know, you put it beside your bed, type of thing. And it's my parents' old nightstand, And I was like, hey, I could use that. And they were like, yeah, but you gotta clean it, then you do whatever you want. And I was like, all right, you bet. So now I'm going to clean this table thing and make a video out of it. And I'm also gonna do creative art and make it black and dark and scary. Of course, like it's not just gonna be oh, my foot is stuck in the plastic. Again, with making videos, well, I haven't talked about it yet. So with making videos, I try to stay somewhat consistent, with a week, or at least, like, at most, people have to, oh, that's definitely dried up, yeah, not down. At most, people have to wait a week for a new video to come out, but sometimes it can just take longer, and that's why I love to make real-time videos where I'm talking to the microphone right now. Then the sound quality is all right, and you can. Well, that's also completely dead. Wow, it's like 2 of them now. Yeah, just give me that one. And with making videos every week is like, it's nice. And of course, being art, I'm always gonna make like new content. So I'm not scared of any of that. It's like the only thing I have a problem with is my work. It likes it really it kind of made me defocus, because I work a lot and then I don't. Like, I don't know if you've ever had a summer job or just had an inconsistent job where, like, one day you get, like, 1 week you work every day of the week, and 1 week, like, you don't see your boss for 3 weeks. You don't work for 3 weeks. Like, for me, I haven't had the 3 week thing right now, but I had like it where this week I haven't worked. Like, I work for 3 days, and that's not a lot, especially when it's summer and I want to make the big money. And it's fine because it's my choice. I could just not work if I wanted to, but then I would be broke. And I kind of want to make as much money this summer as possible, because I would definitely get bored. And that's why I'm also just like, it's a hard thing, because I don't want to work, but I also don't want to be broke. Like, it's paradoxical. And I don't really know what to do about it. Like, what could I do? Because I'm just a dude, man. A man, a woman, person. I'm just a dude who wanna draw every day. That's all I wanna do. And that's all I'm gonna do. I was nearly standing in a painting, in a wet painting, which would not be so smart of me. I think this face is a bit, how would one say it? It's not boring, it's just not very scary or anything. But that's also like, yeah, he's just a normal person. And making art videos, it's great. I love it, and I hope you guys love it as well. And if you love it, you should definitely like and subscribe and comment and all that good stuff, so I can get to get my goal of 1,000 subscribers, and so I can be monetized, so I can quit my job and I can just do YouTube, because that would be my biggest dream. And I know I don't have a full-time job, it's just a part-time, so I'm not dying over here. But it would be nice if I could just like make videos instead. Now I think this one is done, because I don't want to make any more on him as a normal-esque face. This was the first one. Yeah. Not the best, not the worst. Let's call it that. Let that be his name. Now, I want to make something a bit more scary, I think. This is really a dried out marker, like damn. I should have checked if these markers were dried out before I started, but too late now. That's okay. We can just go along as we should. If there's a problem, I'll get another marker. If I have more, I don't think I have more. So, drawing and painting, yeah, we love it. I love doing it. And like, the one thing I have a problem with summer break, now you're gonna hear my summer break rant. I love summer break. I get to work a job, earn money, I get to chill, I get to hang out with friends as much as possible. But my stinky little brother's home and his friends, they play video games and they scream really loud. Like, it's cool enough, like it's fair, like you get to play with fun. I've done it myself. But like, I can never get some recording time, and if you heard in the last video, I was out in the barn. Yeah, I was out in our barn because my brother couldn't shut up, which is like he isn't forced to shut up or anything. Like, I say to him, yo, I want to record, can you please shut up? But again, it doesn't work, because a second later he's already forgotten it, because he doesn't really care, and he's gonna make like a shit loud noise, and damn, then the video is not going great. But then I just go out in the barn, or a dude is so early he doesn't even think about waking up. So that's my catch. So now I wake up early on my day off, which is today. I have 2 days off this week, and this is one of them. This is the first Monday, and then Tuesday I have them off, which is great. And this is the time I have, which is awesome. But I can also see there's a different when I'm waking up, just for things I have to do, and just for when I have to wake up for work. Oof, waking up early for work is the worst. Give him a jaw here, give him a very slanted jaw. Now, this drawing here is it's just a skull, dude. He's just some skull man, a man with a skull. But I guess we all are people with skulls. What am I gonna talk about, man? I don't have anything planned for today, which is very sad. Oh yeah, I also broke a toilet seat. Well, not the seat, there's a toilet, and there's, you put the thing up and then you sit down. The thing the lid, the toilet lid, I broke a toilet lid. So it had rained a lot and I had biked somewhere, and when I got there, we had, me and my friend who had also rode the bike with me, we were drenched, like we were completely soaking in water, and we were cold, and like I get some like dry clothes on, and I was gonna put on a pair of socks. So I sit on the toilet lid, and I was like, I'm gonna move back, get my sock on. Well, I didn't hear the sound. I didn't hear anything, which is crazy also. Like I didn't hear nothing. It just cracked, silently cracked, and I just walked out because the lid was already down, so I didn't even look back. And then someone came, and she was like, "What happened to the toilet?" And we all went out, looked, and she was like, "Who was here last?" And I was like, "Yeah, that was probably me, but I don't remember doing that." Because I didn't remember doing it. But it was probably me, because I was the only person who'd been on the toilet at that point with my ass. And I don't weigh that much. Like I weigh 70 kilos. I don't know how much that is, 73, 75 kilos. I haven't checked. I probably weigh 75 right now. I haven't checked in a while. So it doesn't really matter. But I'm not weighing like 120 kilos. I'm not weighing 200 pounds and shit. Like I'm not a heavy man. Heavy boy. But like, so it's really weird how it just cracked like that. Should I give him hair? I'm debating with myself if I should actually give him hair. Let's give him a square. But this square is just like, yeah, that's cool. Boom. that's what I'm gonna. Yeah. It's the first 2 drawings. Okay guys, we're back. We're back. I just had to get a glass of water. And I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna film me drinking water. Because I don't think you guys care enough to watch me drink water. This one is completely dried up, but let's see if we can get it back to life. Or is, oh no, this is the one that isn't dried up. So I'm gonna draw a face. This is a very quick one. I think this is going to be a bit more abstract than usual. And I think that's great. To get more abstract, more crazy, more weird. And I would actually say that would be a good cool art tip. Like, once in a while, even if you've never done abstract art, or even if you're like a traditional doing only realistic art, and my paintings need to look like the real world. Even though, like, if you do things like that, I think you should once in a while just go ham on some unrealistic, like some abstraction, dude. Make something weird, make something not real. Don't just copy the world, like copy what's in your mind. What do you see? What do you feel? What do you want others to feel when they see your painting? And if it's just a painting, realistic painting of a piece of bread, then like they're gonna say, oh, that's bread. But if it's a abstract piece of God knows what, it could be anything. And I think that's great. I think that's the best. But that's just my opinion. And you don't need to have the same opinion really. Like, if you like more traditional art, like you know, Leonardo da Vinci or all those guys, it's fair, because I still think they're amazing artists, and I think they're huge inspirations to many artists, even myself. Like, yeah, I don't paint or draw like them, but I think that they're still great and amazing artists. There's many great and amazing artists I'm not gonna draw inspiration from. Mostly because I don't know them, and secondly because you don't have to draw inspiration from every good thing you see. You can even draw inspiration from things you don't like. Also, depending on what you want to show in your art. I try to show a more dark, real, scared world. But my paintings aren't about scaring. It's about being scared, and being a frightening thing in a scary world is it's hard. I think that's what my paintings are about. But your paintings could be about water or happy dogs. Like, it doesn't really matter what your paintings is about. They could be about anything, and people could have 1,000 ideas what your paintings are about, and you could know what they're about. Like, that's the thing with also with having like exhibitions. I had my second exhibition a little while ago. You should definitely check the video out after this one. because it's a great video, but it's so stupid, the amount of people who come up to me, oh, couldn't you make something more sweet or more happy, please? It would be so cool. And I was like, yeah, I could, but I'm not going to. One, because I don't know how to do happy. I don't really know. But that's not the main problem. The main problem is I don't want to. Like, I don't want to make people happy, because there's so much like that makes people happy. I want people to say, oh, that's scary, I love it. Or, oh, that's creepy and weird, I love it. That's the reaction I want. I don't want, oh, that's so cute. Who cares for cute? Who does that? Who cares for it? Not me. I think there's a place and time for everything, but these things being cute, yeah, I don't need it. Yeah, I think he's about to be done, actually. And he didn't take a long time, he didn't, but he doesn't need to. Oh, somebody's waking up. Probably just my mom. Well, this was number 3. Okay, I'm not actually finished with number 3. I think I could do a little bit more, but just a little bit. Give him a crystal ball or just some texture here. There. It's just some there. And like, again, I don't think a painting is done ever. I could always keep doing something on a painting or drawing if there's more space on the canvas, and when I can just paint things over, there's always more possibility, or a possibility for something else, just because I can. And I love it. I love that I can keep on changing and keep on creating. But yeah, that was not much I needed. Well, it wasn't. So, number 3 is done now. I think actually number 3 might be my favorite, just because it did it so violently and so quickly. Or violently. Let's do another quick one. And my mom, she's watching me draw right now, so that's why I'm smiling a bit, because I'm a bit nervous when I get stared down, but that's all right. Yeah, this was the thing with summer break. Like, my parents and my brother are home, so I can't really get that much quiet time for drawing, like, or for making videos. Like, the drawing part is, I can always draw, like, but like these videos where I speak in real time as I'm creating the drawing, I don't get the same amount of time. And she's just closing all the doors into this room, which I should have thought about, really. I should have, but it's okay. I don't know how long this is gonna be, but I think about an hour. Just because, like, or something like that. I'll make it as long as I want it to, but I also don't want it to be stupidly long. But again, an hour is stupidly long for most people. Like, that's also a thing. Like, why can't people sit through a video that's longer than 30 seconds? Like, why has that become the norm, that our brains are so completely destroyed that most people can't sit through long videos. Like, why? How could that be? And I know it's because of short form content forming, and people are watching so much of it. Like I don't even want to look at my own TikTok stats, because I try not to use TikTok as much, but every time I'm bored or don't really have anything to do, I just open the TikTok app and I can sit there for much longer than I need to. Just because there's always going to be something new. There's always going to be something else that's cool, something different. And I think that's fair. That's just the name of the game. There's also YouTube Shorts, and that's just brain damaging. Because people are just trying to farm money from the AdSense. So I get it. That's people can do what they want, I guess. It's a part of the YouTube game. And that's all right. Depending on how long this one is going to take. Ooh. I'm tired and I've just woken up. So I definitely need a cup of coffee. But I can do that. I can get a cup of coffee after I have painted. And yeah, I think that's whatever number that is. Oh, I got paint on my foot. Number 4, maybe. Let me just. Make a little bit of a background thing here. I can't decide if it's completely done. Okay, that's better. Much better. Like, see, there's always something I can do and always something I want to do, and I just have to look for it. Okay, I think this is gonna be the last one. The next one I make, I'm gonna be on review, but I think that's okay. Also because this video was not planned very well. That's fine. And not every video has to be perfectly matched to perfectly perfect. I'm just starting here with a front-facing head again. Like the first one, but I'm gonna make this one a little bit different, I think. And he's gonna have a nose here. This is a funny face. But yeah, some of the drawings could also be funny. Or be different from the last 4. He's gonna be a jester, I think. He's gonna be a bit of a clown, but not in no bad way. I respect and love all clowns. Except those weird ones, you know what I'm talking about? Those like old men who are like, oh, it's a bit nasty. But clowns, I love clowns. I think about the killer clown stuff, like a lot actually, like just randomly, like how did that become popular? Like I get how it became popular on the internet, but like when it got popular on the internet, that's when it really like became a thing for people to do. And that's also just wild. Just because like, how can you as a grown man dress up in a creepy clown costume and walk in like streets at night? That's just weird. That's just really weird. I also feel bad for the like professional clowns. Like in Denmark, we have this circus thing, and like the guy literally didn't get no visits when the circus was around, and I feel bad for him. Because I think it's fine now, but like they just gave all clowns a bad rap, and that's not nice. But I also work a lot with speed, like using speed to convey a feeling. That's because I just paint and draw pretty quickly. And it's only because I don't want the pictures to take a million years. Like I get bored with it if it takes a million years. I can always come back to something, but I can't do something in a long stretch. Like I will never do that. I will, and I have. But but still, making. Give me this little, whatever this is. And some earrings, because you know all my creatures and people have earrings. And fix up his ear. He got a sick jaw, this guy. He got a crazy jawline. I think that's it. Yeah, this is about it. And I want to say thank you for watching. I'm just gonna check out some of the old ones. Number 3, so great. This was actually number 3, yeah. Number 2. So if you want it, you just hit me up on Instagram, same name, Thomas Fugl. I sell everything, paintings, drawings, everything I've ever created you can buy. Yeah, just letting you know. I want to say thank you for watching, and I hope you have a very nice day, night, or whatever kind of time you're in. Just have a nice life. Thank you for watching. Peace out.